Good morning, YouTube. How you guys doing today? Happy Friday. So a couple of days ago, it was announced that Kevin Hart would be hosting the 91st Oscars, the 91st Oscars Awards, right? So since then, there has been a large backlash against him hosting the Oscars. The backlash stems from comments, anti-gay, homophobic comments that he made as far back as 2009. A lot of those homophobic comments were posted on Twitter. He has since tried to delete a lot of those comments. They keep springing up. They won't go away. So about 24 hours ago, the Oscars contacted him and asked him to apologize for those past comments. At first, he says he wasn't going to apologize because he's grown, he's matured, he's learned since making those comments years ago. He just wants people to move on. He says that people are always looking for something negative to say. And as a result of that, people have started posting a lot of those anti-gay comments that he made a while back. He made a comment a while back saying that if he ever found his son playing with dolls in his daughter's dollhouse, something like that, he would bust his son over the head with the dollhouse. He said he would feel he feels fear that his son, that his son could be gay. You know what I mean? And that is a sentiment that a lot of men have, a lot of heterosexual men have, and he was just being honest. Anyway, he went on to make several, very derogatory anti-gay tweets. I can't say them here. I'm not going to say them because you get crucified for saying anything anti-gay these days, much like you get crucified for saying anything anti-black or anything anti-Semitic. You know what I mean? But we know that since Obama passed legislation to basically legalize, gay marriage, uplift the gay community. They have a whole movement. They paid Obama to get the laws that they needed passed because the gay community felt like they weren't being treated in the way other heterosexuals people were being treated. They are now allowed to get married legally and whatnot and all this and all that. The gay community associated itself with the black community's fight for equality, fight for anti-oppression. They associated themselves with that movement. And so Obama was sympathetic to their plight. And since then, I'm assuming things have gotten a lot better in the gay community, But anyway, as far as Kevin Hart go, first he said that he wouldn't apologize. He made an Instagram post earlier stating that he's grown, he's learned, he won't apologize because he's done it before. You know what I mean? And those are things of the past. People are always looking for, negative, something negative to say about somebody. Do you see what I'm saying? And the first thing that people do a lot of the times, as far as the celebrities go, they will go back and try to find old negative tweets about these people to try to knock them from whatever it is that they are planning to do. Kevin Hart also said earlier that it was a dream of his, to post the Oscars. His mama has passed away, and he knows that she's smiling down on him. Well, honey, what did he say that for? Because the LGBT community and the supporters of the LGBT community went into overdrive, okay? And but my thing is, a lot of heterosexual males, especially if they're older, feel this way. They have these same sentiments, keeping it real, about their sons being gay. They have a lot of these anti-gay sentiments, concerning, a lot of people in the LGBT community, and so Kevin Hart felt that it was unfair for people to bring up his past, right? But we know that happens all the time when it comes to celebrities, whether it's right or whether it's wrong. I don't know. I just don't shoot the messenger, okay? But anyway, after that initial post of him saying that he would not apologize, because he has apologized, because this always comes up. He's grown. He wants people to move on. After that, last night, no, this morning, I'm sorry, he posted another Instagram message saying that he is now bowing out, of the, from hosting the Oscars amid all this scandal. He doesn't want to, bring any kind of negativity towards the Oscar ceremony, so he basically bowed out, and also, before he bowed out, his people told him that, I think some of the Oscar board members either told his people or some of the Oscar board members told him that he needs to apologize. If he didn't apologize, they were going to have to find another host. So he did. He apologized earlier this morning, but he also bowed out. So now he's not going to be, hosting the 91st Oscars ceremony because of old anti-gay tweets. A lot of people are saying, can't people change? He said he changed. He doesn't do it anymore. A lot of people are speculating, since his rise to stardom, he stopped, saying things like that, not because he don't mean them, but because he's a star now, and that you can lose a lot coming out as anti-gay in this day and age. Much like if you say anti-gay slurs, it's much like us saying, anti-Semitic slurs or anti-black slurs. Those comments are now put in that same category. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. It's really your personal choice, but anyway, Kevin said, all right, I ain't gonna worry about it. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, I really hate that this has come up because it brings up a good question. Should you be condemned for your past? Do you see what I'm saying? And then also the question is, guys, like, how long is too long to hold a thing against a person? Do you see what I'm saying? And I have to ask myself this question concerning Kevin Hart, but I also have to ask myself this question pertaining to anti-black comments. When other people say the N-word, that are not black. I feel sensitive towards that because I am black. I don't feel sensitive towards these anti-gay comments because I am not gay. But is that fair? Do you see what I'm saying? And so I have to ask myself that question. So I'm going to close right here. And I'm going to ask you guys that question. Do you think that Kevin Hart should not have bowed out because he did apologize for those past comments? Or do you think that he should still be held accountable? Do you think that the gay community is being overly sensitive about this issue? Because for a lot of people, it ain't that deep, because a lot of people that were, a lot of older people remember a day and time when people weren't so sensitive when it came to talking about gay people. Do you see what I'm saying? And those comments were made back in the day where people weren't so sensitive about making those types of comments, So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get this conversation popping in the comment section below. And I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a nice weekend. Bye-bye. Peace.